Let's talk about Strike Finance, because I think this one is pretty huge for Cardano DeFi. Strike is a decentralized perpetual trading platform built right on Cardano. So if you've ever used GMX, Hyperliquid, or any of those big perp exchanges on other chains, yep, it's the same idea. You can trade with leverage, go long, go short, or just provide liquidity. But everything here is fully on-chain. And until now, Cardano DeFi had lending, swaps, staking, but no true perps, and Strike fills that gap. Hyperliquid showed that there's a massive demand for decentralized, clean, fast perp trading with billions in daily volume. Strike's bringing that same kind of experience to Cardano with its low fees, security, and full transparency. So let's jump in and see how it works. Hi, I'm Linda, and a quick reminder, this is not financial advice, just my personal thoughts. Always do your own research. The first thing you'll see is the main dashboard, an ADA USD chart front and center, price candles moving, all that good stuff. They also give you the option to use a whole bunch of other tokens like Bitcoin, Min, Snag, World Mobile, and others, but for today we'll focus on ADA. To start trading, you just click Connect Wallet in the top right corner. Pick whichever one you use, Eternal, Vesper, Lace, and so on. Once connected, you'll see your ADA balance appear right here. That means you're ready to open your first position. So let's talk about trading and opening a long or short position. You want to open a long position when you think the price will go up, and a short position when you think the price will go down. So let's say you think ADA is about to move up. Then you want to click long, type in your collateral, maybe 1000 ADA, and then use the slider to choose your leverage. Leverage is like amplifying your trade. On Strike, you can set it anywhere between 1.1 to 40x. If you select 5x, for example, it's basically like you control a position that is 5 times larger than what it actually is. So let's say you don't use leverage and you're just betting that the price will go up. So you open a 1000 ADA position and the price of ADA goes up 10%. Then you are in profit of around 100 ADA, so 10% out of 1000. But if you open a 5x leverage position, your 1000 ADA position would act like it's 5000 ADA. And if ADA then goes up by 10%, you would make 500 ADA in profits instead of 100. This leverage is achieved by borrowing ADA from liquidity providers. Now, this multiplication sounds like a simple and easy way to earn money, but it does come with risks. So if you've gone long and the price goes down instead of up, and it goes below your opening price of, let's say, $1, then you could face liquidation and lose your entire 1000 ADA position quickly with a massive leverage. So let's see how that looks in practice with a nearly non-leveraged position and a highly leveraged position. The maintenance margin requirement for Strike is 5%, so you must stay above this to avoid liquidation. So example 1 with a nearly non-leveraged position. So let's say the opening price of ADA is $1. Your collateral is 1000 ADA, so $1,000. You pick a 1.1x leverage. So with that leverage, your position now sits at 1100 ADA or $1,100. But now the price of ADA drops to 95 cents and your new position therefore is $1,045. So let's calculate the initial position of $1,100 minus your new position of $1,045. You would now be at a $55 loss, and your initial ADA collateral would also reduce with the ADA price drop and therefore be worth $950. So $950 minus $55 in losses means you've now got $895 of collateral remaining. You then take that and calculate how many percent that is out of your leverage position of $1,045. So that would be 85.65% maintenance margin, and that is well above the liquidation threshold of 5%. Now let's look at example 2 with a highly leveraged position. Again, ADA is at $1, your collateral is at 1000 ADA, but your leverage this time is at 9.754x. So this means that your position now sits at 9754 ADA, and now the price of ADA also drops to 95 cents. So your new position sits at $9,255, which means you're at a $487 $87 loss and your collateral sits at $950. So subtract that and you've got $462 in collateral remaining, and that comes up to about 4.98%, which is below the 5% maintenance margin and will lead to liquidation. So you can see that when you have a much larger position with leverage, it does chew up your collateral much faster than a non-leveraged position. So for most, it's better to stick to lower leverage, especially if you're new or like sleeping a little more soundly at night. You can also set a take profit and stop loss here, which is super useful for managing risk. This means that when your profit or losses get to a predefined amount, then the position will automatically close, and I highly recommend that you make use of these functions. Now, all you have to do is hit confirm and you're in a live trade. Alright, now let's switch perspectives from trader to liquidity provider. LPs are the ones who fund the trading pool, or essentially the leverage that I mentioned above. Every time traders pay fees or get liquidated, LPs earn part of that. But, and this is very important, when traders are winning big and no one is getting liquidated, LPs can actually lose. The gains that the traders get come from liquidity that is provided by liquidity providers. So it's like a constant balance between the two sides. When longs and shorts are battling it out, LPs usually do great. Lots of fees, lots of action. But if everyone's just going long and the market keeps pumping, that profit's coming from the pool. So providing liquidity here is more of a market play than a passive yield. If you time volatility right, you can earn solid returns, but if you time it wrong, you could also take losses. There's no such thing as a free lunch. This isn't free yield, and it's definitely not risk-free. Big rewards always come with big risks. If ADA suddenly dumps 15% while you're 10x long, you're liquidated. You only need to see every big market move to see how much is getting liquidated across the whole crypto space. Cardano and Strike are not invulnerable to this either, so always keep leverage reasonable. Watch your liquidation price and never put your whole balance into one position. Same goes for liquidity providers. If the market's one-sided, your pool balance moves against you. At the end of the day, Strike gives you the tools and it's up to you to use them smartly. Leverage and liquidity both come down to timing, exposure, and discipline. Set targets and take them when they are hit. Do not keep rolling the dice. And that's Strike Finance. It's clean, decentralized, and it finally brings real perp trading to Cardano. Cardano DeFi is growing up fast, and if Hyperliquid's success showed us anything, is that people want transparent on-chain trading they actually control. Strike's giving that to Cardano users. So whether you're here to trade, hedge, or provide liquidity, you've now got a platform built for all of that. Just trade smartly and manage your risk. Welcome to the new age of Cardano DeFi. Thanks for tuning into this video, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye.